Well, welcome everybody to our first wellness webinar that we are running every Thursday night. Thank you all for jumping on and taking the time to join us this evening. James, Zach and I have been thinking about putting together a wellness webinar for a while now, so it's absolutely amazing that we're able to do this together. I'd just like to give a big thank you to Zach and James for helping out with the hard work behind the scenes to get this off the ground. Now, we're just going to play a really quick video just to get everyone in the mood for this evening and just really set the tone.
I read a study yesterday. It said that last year, more than half of us actually chose not to take our full vacations from our jobs. Question: don't you think it's crazy that so many of us go into work even when we don't need to be there? Times we could be on the beach buried in sand or traveling the earth. We spend it in the office, traveling from desk to desk, buried in paperwork. See, in this chaotic world, everything goes so fast. We're so busy, seems like everyone's middle name is multitask. But now before you go and act all holier than thou, how many extra tabs do you have open on your computer right now? See, we all need time to get away from the race, for our family, friends, for the sake of our mental state. Time to rewind, recharge, and reconnect. Not reporting to the office on emails that should be on redirect. Because life, ladies and gentlemen, is all about moments. No one in history has ever been able to hold on to one. Not a single soul. And you never get them back. See? There one goes. No do-over, no rewind, no DVD root menu to skip to a previous scene. Ask yourself, how many trips did you almost take? How many sights have you almost seen? How many moments have you lost thinking about the next one, thinking that once you get this or get there, maybe that will be the best one? Life has taught me that all we will ever have is now. But let me be perfectly clear. I'm not saying to quit your job, even though I know you deserve a 6-month vacation twice a year. But how about small steps, short trips with long dances, no distractions, spend time with family instead of coworkers, meditation instead of aggravation, replace our screensavers with sunrises, palm pilots with palm trees, jam copy machines with... Man, I really hate jam copy machines. The most precious thing we have in life are moments. Let's make the most of them before they disappear. Let's see the world while we still can and cherish those while they're still here. Because when our lives are almost over, it won't matter how much money we made or hours we worked or times we got employee of the month. What we will look back on are the memories we made, the hours we spent with those we loved, and were we father of the month, mother of the year, friend of a lifetime. Holidays should be a time where we go away and come together. From now on, let's take our whole vacation and be fully present, creating memories that will last forever.
How amazing was that video, guys? Now, you're probably wondering, what's this lady or girl doing here? Well, I'll just share with you my story. So before Isagenix, I had no energy, I lacked purpose and felt super uncomfortable with who I was. I was introduced by my partner just over 2 years ago. And as a result of feeling my body with what it needs, I now have massive amounts of energy and dropped 2 dress sizes in my first 90 days. I now believe that I've found my purpose and I'm super passionate about educating young people how to take ownership of their lives physically and financially and mentally and spiritually and really live a life full of freedom and contribution. So thanks for giving me the space to share my story this evening with you guys. Now, just before we go on any further, we'd just like to make a few agreements. Now, the first agreement is to just be open and present. You're going to learn and hear some amazing new ways of thinking and some information. So please just keep an open mind. Agreement number 2 is please don't get distracted by your phones and make sure they're on silent so they're not going off during the webinar. And agreement number 3 is just have fun. Just enjoy your time with us this evening. Now, I would like to introduce you guys to a dear friend of mine. I've known him for about 2 years now. He is a certified health coach and has been coaching for the last couple of years. He's got over 100 healthy recipes on his YouTube channel, Raw Cave, and has this really cool chime that rings at the frequency of love. So whenever if you put him on Snapchat, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's amazing. It's very, very calming. But without further ado, I'd just like to hand over the webinar to Zach.
Thank you. Hopefully you guys can hear the chime. Sweet. Thank you, Ash. You rock.
Thanks.
I remember we met each other, it was probably 2 years ago now. And probably one of our very first Wellness Wednesdays in Sydney. And now you live in Adelaide. You've got a little kid. It's crazy what happens with Isagenix. You do not get pregnant on Isagenix, everybody. It's not it's not one of the solutions we offer, but it may happen. So I'm excited to be here. This is we decided to do this like a week and a half ago. James and Ash and I just started to put it together, and you're all here sitting on your chairs with your headphones or looking at the screen. So thank you all so much for being here. This is going to be every single Thursday. That link that you jumped on this one with will be every single Thursday, probably forever. So yeah, straight up, as Ash said, just be open tonight. Just, we're going to cover a couple of different viewpoints on, I guess, health. So just be open, have fun, and yeah, if you can, keep the tabs to the minimum. But feel free to Snapchat and photograph and stuff like that. They are totally cool. So I'm going to quickly share my story, and then we'll get into a couple of slides, and then we're going to play a video. Then we're going to have a couple of stories being shared. And then another video, and then another video, and then a couple more stories at the very end. So we'll probably go for 45 minutes max. And at the end, if you can just hold your questions to the end, and we'll have a Q&A at the very end. Cool. So really quick, guys, this is my recent transformation. Most people, when they look at this, they think that I've been healthy my whole life, but I haven't. I really struggled with my health and wellness growing up. I was a chubby kid in primary school, and I was picked on, I was teased, I was bullied, all that type of thing. And I would just hide away from reality by eating lots of food and playing lots of computer games. I used to play computer games 16 hours a day. So if there's any gamers in the house, give it up. World of Warcraft movie just came out. And it was a pretty dark time for me growing up, but I was lucky enough to have a family friend who really believed in me when I was 17 years old. And he was a personal trainer and a holistic coach. So he taught me about fitness and nutrition and mindset. And I knew that there were so many people out there suffering, but with what he shared with me, these simple things on mindset or training or eating really helped me with my life. So I thought, I just need to start sharing this with other people. There's so many people out there suffering and in pain, and with these simple changes, they can really transform their life. So I went on a mission and a bit of a quest, I guess you could say, and I started acting to get out of my comfort zone. I studied nutrition and health coaching. One of my jobs was traveling around the country, making green smoothies and raw food for people. So I started a healthy eating cooking show and got a bunch of recipes on YouTube and things like that. And when I was introduced to Isagenix, I was super skeptical. I was only into whole food, and I thought there's no way you could turn fruits and veggies into powders and still get the benefit out of it. So, and I was eating really clean. I was 80% raw food. I was doing green smoothies and intermittent fasting, and I was super, super healthy. But I still had, even though I was eating clean, I still had a bit of bloating. My energy wasn't really good, and my sleep, I used to wake up 2 or 3 times during the night, and I hated it. And I thought it was normal though. So my best mate from Perth told me about Isagenix. I've been doing it 2.5 years, nearly 3 years, coming up in August. And as a result, guys, every part of my health improved. It was better energy, better sleep. I dropped about 10 kilos over a few months. I put on a bunch of muscle. This recent transformation, I probably put on like 4 or 5 kilos of lean muscle. So then when I got these great results, I started to share them with friends and family, with my coaching clients. And the coaching clients I used to work with for 3 months would get great results with whole food and nutrition, but I was getting the same results in 3 months in 30 days using Isagenix. So I had to get over my ego and really understand what the hell this is all about. My curiosity got me. So I just studied and researched, and as a result of sharing it, I've been able to, just live such a cool, free life. And I just love seeing people succeed. That's really what it boils down to. I love seeing people happy and enjoying life. So this is just a system that allows you to do that. And we'll get into a couple of videos that explain it. So that's a little bit about my story. We're just going to start off with the first slide, which is this. So what is your normal? And does it allow you to live your ideal life? So when I first was introduced to Isagenix, Jacob introduced me to his friend who introduced him to Isagenix, and her name was Peter Kelly. Now, I was in Sydney, they were in Perth, we did a phone call, and Peter Kelly told me about her story and how it's really helped her with her health. And she asked me this question. She asked me, what does your ideal life look like? And at the time, I thought I knew what my ideal life looked like, but I was really stumped by that question because I hadn't really planned it out or hadn't thought about it. So I just want to ask you guys, what is your ideal life? And get you to think for a second. So what we're going to do is just do a quick little visualization for like 30 seconds to a minute, whether you want to close your eyes or whatever you want to do. But if everybody just closes their eyes, that's probably going to be easier. I just want you to imagine, just like use your mind's eye, however you imagine things. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning anywhere in the world. Just like imagine this was your ideal day. And as you got out of bed, depending on who you were sleeping with that evening, it's your ideal day, right? Where are you waking up in the world? What country? Are you waking up in a hammock, in a bed, a water bed, in a hotel, on the beach? Where are you waking up? Just want you to imagine going to the bathroom and looking at yourself in the mirror and just seeing your most ideal body and just saying whatever it is that you say to yourself when you've achieved your ultimate health goal. Just being super proud and grateful to having the six-pack that you want, or the arms or the legs or the skin or your nails or your hair or whatever it is for you. And then just imagine going on your day, whatever it is that you're eating, whoever you're hanging out with, friends or family, how exciting the day is, how much you're giving back and caring for the world. And imagine by you living your ideal life, it actually helps inspire other people to live their ideal life as well. And how cool that is. How cool that is. So, excellent. Thank you all for playing along. Hopefully that was good. I think it's really important just to start off with that, because if we don't know what our ideal life looks like, how do we know what direction are we going to go in? So just to kind of have that as a starting point. And then the second question is, guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being super healthy, 0 being you can't get out of bed, where are you right now today? Just with super respect and compassion for where you are in your life. Are you a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 5? Yeah, you can totally share on the chat. That's cool. Actually, yeah, why not? Everybody share where you're at right now. Go for it. Nice, Brad. Leaders go first, mate. That's the way. So when I first started Isagenix, I thought I was an 8 or 9 out of 10. But I found through this system, I'm now like a 15 or a 20 out of 10. So there's like always another level. That's awesome, guys. Thanks for sharing. And if you guys could change one thing with your health and wellness in the next 90 days, so 90 days would be, thanks for this. Thanks for that, James. In the next 90 days, when will that be? So we've got July, August, September. About September, if you could change one thing about your health or wellness right now, what would it be? Just comment. Maybe it's weight loss, maybe it's energy, maybe it's more muscle, maybe it's mental clarity or sleep. Cool. Excellent. Everything. Okay, cool. All the muscles. Yeah, this is the muscle group. Cool, guys. Thanks for sharing. And just better nutrition. Yeah, great. Now, this is a wellness webinar, right? So wellness, we believe, is a holistic approach. I know I have a lot of my friends who are super spiritual and really into health and wellness, but they don't have enough money to pay for their rent and they're kicked out of their own home, or they don't have enough money to put, food in the fridge and stuff like that. That's not true wellness. It's about the balanced approach. So we're going to talk about finances and just the same thing. I know a few people who have got so much money, it's ridiculous, but they're unhappy to take their shirt off at the beach. They feel uncomfortable in their own skin, or they don't have a life. They're not able to spend it with their friends and family because they're spending so much time at work. So we really believe in the holistic approach. And just really quickly with your finances, where are you on a scale of 1 to 10? 0 being, I guess, you don't have a job. 10 being you're fist pumping and loving life. And if you could change, you guys don't, okay, -10. Nice, Brett. Awesome. If you guys are wanting to share, I know some people might feel uncomfortable with this. And if you could change one thing, maybe just do this. So if you could change one thing in the next 90 days with your finances, what would it be? Maybe you want to get a job, or maybe you want to go on holiday, or maybe buy a new car, or like at the moment, I'm wanting to go over to Perth and support my grandma because she's in hospital. So I really want to just go over there and be able to obviously do this from anywhere and be able to go help her. There were so many times in the last couple of years, well, not last couple of years, but before Isagenix, where go to Vegas, awesome, increase ISA team 4, 6, Vegas, yeah, sweet. Vegas is a massive goal. That's awesome. I remember there were times when I struggled so hard with money that I had to eat baked beans for like a week, or when, or those 2-minute noodles, like they're so good, or like I had to borrow $50 from a mate of mine to go on a date with a girl, and I didn't have enough money. So I had to borrow the money to go on this date. And I couldn't get out of the date because I had to, I committed. Or like had to put $4 or $5 into my car for gas to get to work, so finances is a big stress, and it's just the truth. We all need finances as much as we need air. We just need money. So Isagenix comes in here. So Isagenix has a massive vision, guys, and I am so happy. I'm just excited to be a part of a company that's doing good on this planet. I believe you can either do two things. You can either be part of the solution or part of the problem. And Isagenix, in the next 50 to 100 years, I believe will look back and go, how the hell are humans so healthy and strong and like just kicking ass and taking names? And we'll look back and go, Isagenix was a massive part of bringing society out of this epidemic of these health challenges and diseases around the planet. So first up, Isagenix vision is to impact world health and to free people from physical pain and financial pain. In the process, create the largest health and wellness company in the world. These are not just words on a page. Dramatic pause. These are not just words on a page. Like, this is happening all around the world. There's hundreds of thousands of people just like us, excited for life, helping people get healthy and wealthy at the same time. And these are the categories, and there's a few more that come as like side benefits from starting Isagenix. But weight loss or weight management, so it's about getting to your ideal weight and maintaining that. It's not about weight loss and then putting that weight back on. It's about maintaining it from where you want to be. Energy, performance, anybody in the gym who wants to get more out of that. Healthy aging, so we all want to age gracefully. And then wealth creation as well. I think there's a few other categories on here that I'd like to add. It's like a more empowering, positive social circle, social group. I found the community of Isagenix is just so empowering. We're going to have a video in a second that kind of shares that. And it's definitely transformed my life. Just seeing all these people who are, yes, slightly too happy at times, but why not? These people are awesome and they're doing amazing things on this planet and traveling and giving back. And so I could ramble, but we're just going to play a quick video. This is a Mary Evans video. She's a naturopath. She's a beautiful lady, and she talks about the system of the cleanse and also the shakes. Now, if you've seen this before, I apologize, but we're just going to play it. And also, she talks about the dairy shakes, but there are also dairy-free shakes that are available at the moment in Australia.
Thanks for coming today and checking out Isagenix and taking the time to really understand what it's all about. My name's Mary Evans, and I'm a personal trainer. I'm also a yoga instructor and spinning instructor. Isagenix came into my life about 2 years ago, and I gotta be honest, I did it to prove another trainer wrong. When I heard the word cleanse, it scared me. I think quick fix, and I've valued my profession on the fact that quick fixes are not a part of it. It's a lifestyle change, and that's what I endorsed. It was in December, and my family and I were going to the Caribbean for Christmas. Had lost about 6.5 pounds. Didn't expect to do that, but I did. Lost about 6.5 pounds. I felt like I was pretty healthy and about my weight range anyway, but felt darn good in my bikini over that vacation. Came back to work. I'd been working now for 2 or 3 weeks, and my clients noticed the difference. And they said to me, hey, I want what you had before Christmas. Whatever you were doing, I want it. And then that's where the light went off, and I did my homework. What I found out is that Isagenix really addresses 2 major issues that in the fitness industry I had never addressed before, and they are environmental toxicity and nutritional depletion. Basically, we live in a world that's inundated with chemicals, you know, everywhere we look. And for the most part, we can't get away from them. We take them in wherever we are, whether it's the commercially grown fruits and vegetables. Did you know that on average, 72 herbicides and pesticides in our fruits and vegetables? Our farm-raised livestock, to get them to the market faster, they're injected with steroids, hormones, and antibiotics to keep them healthy to get them there. It's just crazy, and all those things are going into our system. The bottom line is when you're at the age of 6, you have all the fat cells that your body is going to be producing. Okay, but as we introduce these toxins into our system, hormones, antibiotics, you name it, that's coming into the body, the liver produces more fat to protect us from those toxins. So it's a storage area for the toxins. You know, let's just look at the weight loss issue here. For people that are trying to lose weight, here's what they do. They cut calories. And I told them to. Well, here's what's happening. They're cutting calories out of an already nutritionally bankrupt food system. They're cutting that back. The body's already craving more. Then they take even more away from it. The body basically goes into starvation mode. That's why they will drop the weight, but it comes right back on when they reintroduce the food and more, because the body is not getting what it needs. So it's a no-win situation. If you don't get the toxicity out of the body, you're never going to have optimal health, much less lose weight. Here's what Isagenix is basically in a nutshell. We load our body with this optimal nutrition, all right? And then we allow the body to do what it naturally does, and that's cleanse. When you get the toxins out, the body can perform to its optimal capacity in everything. 2 of the products I want to kind of tell you about are the shakes and the Cleanse for Life. The protein in the Isaline shakes comes from New Zealand. In New Zealand, you cannot inject your cows with hormones, steroids, or antibiotics. So none of that is in these shakes. They're only grass-fed, and the grass has never been treated. From the milk to the powder form is sent through a fine mister, and it's never heated to a boiling point, unlike the United States, where the FDA requires that any pasteurization of a product like that has to be boiled. Well, when you heat something to a boiling point, you ruin all of the nutrition in it, all of the vitamins, minerals, and bacteria, right? So they're maintained and sustained in the Isaline shakes because of the undenatured process. It's got 23 grams of protein. It's got 18 amino acids, which rebuild our cells. It's got a little bit of sugar in it, the right kind of sugar. It comes from beets, and that's mindful. In order for the nutrition to be delivered to the brain, you want a little bit of sugar in it. It's got the perfect combination of a 40-30-30 makeup, composition 40-30-30, so 40% carbohydrates, 30% protein, 30% fat, and that keeps you satisfied longer. We have the 80 ionic trace minerals, and you're just not going to find these in not only any other shake out there, but any other product. John Anderson, the formulator of Isagenix and all the products, is known as the Mineral Man, and he's put these minerals in all of the products. Now, why do we need the minerals? The minerals literally provide the pathway to the cell. So it opens up the cell to receive the nutrition. And then the final thing he puts in there is the digestive enzymes. The digestive enzymes deliver the nutrition into the cell. And so it's a complete food, and you feel full. So what you're doing is you're packing maximum nutrition into minimal calories. Okay, so if the goal is weight loss, a person can still lose weight. But the bottom line is everybody needs the nutrition. Weight loss, weight gain, stabilization, whatever it is, it works for everybody. The other item that I want to talk about is the Cleanse for Life. The Cleanse for Life is an aloe vera based drink, and it's only, the aloe comes from just the heart of the aloe vera, not the leaves and everything else. It also has all the minerals, so the delivery system is there, and the digestive enzymes as well. So basically, when you drink the Cleanse for Life drink, it's a pathway for the body to allow the toxins to leave the body. The way the system works is you have a shake day and a cleanse day. On your shake days, you have 2 shakes and a regular meal, a balanced regular meal, we hope, and then a cleanse day. And on that cleanse day, you just drink the Cleanse for Life. You drink it 4 times throughout the day, and you eat these little Scooby snacks, we call them, that keep your blood sugar real level. So every 2 hours, you're putting something into your system so your body is still metabolizing, yet not digesting. So you give your digestion a break, you let the toxins leave your body, and then the next day you fuel up with maximum nutrition again with the shakes. What we need to remember is there's a lot of other cleanses out there. It might be a liver cleanse, a colon cleanse, a kidney cleanse. The Isagenix cleanse is complete. It works on the cellular level. It's not a cleanse where you're going to need to be close to the bathroom ever. Okay, so people would come to me and they would say, you know, I want to be the healthiest I've ever been. And I can put them on exercise routines. I can give them what to eat. But here's what it looks like. The overall picture, 20% of overall health you can manage with exercise. So if you exercise 5-6 days a week, you're getting that 20% in. That other 80% is literally with your diet and rest. And now we have the rest of the equation. It is my final tool for my toolbox in my profession. So I challenge you, do what I did. Prove me wrong. Give it a try. Basically, bottom line is this. If you don't get your health back in 30 days, you get your money back.
Yeah, Mary. Love that video. I like those comments as well. It was very inspirational, Brad. Thank you for that. All right, so we're going to have a couple of stories. Whoops. Before we get into that, I just want to quickly recap. When I first, like years ago, my mum being a naturopath, I was, I guess, exposed to some of these crazy things like detoxes or cleanses and things. And there are some wild cleanses out there and wild detoxes. Isagenix is a very mild one. You can do your every day, and you're not running to the bathroom, which is really, really important. And I think, as she said, you know, if the nutrients aren't in the soils, they're not in the fruits and veggies. And if they're not in the fruits and veggies, they're not in our body. And the minerals, vitamins and minerals are the spark plugs to our life, to every function in our body. So vitamins are just as important as protein, you know, and fats and carbs and stuff like that. And sugar isn't a bad thing. And I guess heat, whenever we cook our food, you know, we're not eating enough fruits and veggies as it is. And then we're cooking our food and it's pretty much being killed and then we're eating it. It's killing all the nutrients over 40 degrees. That's why all these like raw foodists and stuff are like all about not cooking their food. So, you know, I think it's about balance and just to kind of overall to be healthy, it's pretty simple, right? You just eat fresh, whole food. You get more sleep. You drink quality, clean water, and you exercise and move your body and you get fresh air and sunlight and things like that. So this is all common sense. And you got to, in today's day and age, ultimate health, I believe, is being able to clean the body out from all this crap in our environment. So that's why Isagenix comes in. Isagenix didn't exist 50 to 100 years ago because it wasn't a need, but now it is. Okay, cool. Sean, ready? Give it up for Sean, everybody. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, big clap.
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah, Sean. Okay, let me just.
I want to unmute.
Cool. Is he muted?
Sean, you're muted.
I'm muted, bro.
Now I'm not. All right. Cool. Hey, everyone. I'm Sean. I'm in Melbourne town. So happy to be on this call. Thanks for having me, everyone. Really, before Isagenix, I was lacking in confidence and was really started to get quite disengaged with myself. I was introduced to Isagenix by one of my good friends, Natalie, in Sydney, and I was quite the skeptic and was actually pushing back on her for about 4 or 5 months to not do it. And then I went to a great event in Melbourne where I was hanging out with about 200 happy Isagenix people, as Zach said before, and decided to really jump on board and see what it was all about, and really wanted to understand if I could do a better way to do my own health. And the results were incredible. I was able to lose 8 kilos and 5% of body fat within the first 60 days. Something which I'd struggled to do for 3 years before, even though I was training really, really hard. I'm now about to start a new 16-week challenge and hope to lose, or will lose, another 3 to 4% body fat, which is massive for me. Start to see some abs, which definitely wouldn't be noticeable from day one if you look at that photo. So everything in my life has improved since I've done Isagenix, and from the way I feel about myself to the way I look on the outside, and the community that I hang out with now, just hanging out with positive people all the time, and people who want to support you and see the best in you. So I would want everyone to do the same thing, and that's why I'm working really hard to share this with as many people as I possibly can, because I want people to have the same health, wealth, and mindset benefits that I've had from ISA. That's my story.
That's awesome. Thanks so much for sharing. It's just awesome. It's like the results speak for themselves. And, I hadn't met Sean before Isagenix, and just the people that you meet through this are just such cool, down to earth people, and, we're best buddies, and yeah, that's how it is. So Ash, I don't know if Alana's on the call, but do you just want to quickly share a bit about her story? Because I know it's, or do you know about her story? She's a single mom.
I know a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a mum. Her little girl's just turned 1. She has been she just has been following the system to a T and really looks after herself. And she managed to, she always wins the ISA derbies and stuff like that. So she's been to all these fantastic locations all around the world because she's built herself a really good residual income. She's moved quite a lot, and she's currently living, I believe, in the Blue Mountains in Sydney now. So, okay. Yeah. And the results really speak for themselves. She has such amazing energy. I cannot say anything bad about her.
Yeah, she has a massive mission to, help other mums do the same. She's really leading the way.
That's right.
She's killing it. She's doing really well. Okay, so Jamesy boy. James, you want to quickly share a little bit about your story, man?
Yeah, of course. So pretty much I am the other spectrum. And, a lot of people kind of think, oh, this is just a weight loss thing, but it definitely is not just a weight loss thing. I was always the lean guy. You can see on the left, obviously I didn't have much fat to lose. always kind of working out in the gym before Isagenix, and I just wasn't happy with the results and always struggled to put on weight. And so my mate Charles, he introduced me to the system, and I've been using the products for 2 years now, but in my first 12 weeks, or in this 12 weeks, I went from 69 kilos to 76 kilos. And that's the heaviest I've been by 3 kilos, the leanest I've been, and the most energetic I've been. And I can, more than that, I can touch on what Sean said before. When your health is right, every single aspect of your life improves. Everything. So that's why I absolutely love sharing this as well. It's because people just deserve to feel phenomenal in their bodies. And I love it. So
that's it. And you over in Chile, unfortunately, haven't been able to get the products, and you're dying.
Yeah, I know. I've got this. This is lasting me,
isn't it? Half a teaspoon.
Yeah, we're working on that one.
But what's yeah, cool. All right, thanks, brother. Legend. I'm just trying to figure.
Unmute yourself, Zach.
Unmute yourself, Zach.
Okay, so it seems as if Zach's having some technical difficulties. We'll just hold tight.
Oh my God, my mouse has disappeared. So it was like an invisible mouse. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, great. No, I was saying you're a legend, James, and I just mentioned the meaning of life to everybody, but you guys missed it, unfortunately. Okay, so when most people start, guys, there's different packs for different goals. Talk to the person who invited you here, and they'll share with you and give you a rundown. But most people start on what's called the President's Pack, and it replaces 2 of your meals a day, and then you'll eat 1 to 2 times a day, depending on your goals, and you'll also have a snack. So you still eat normal food, and then 4 days out of the month, you do a cleanse, and then you like eat food and do shakes. You do cleansing, then you eat the shakes and food, and then you go back to cleansing. So it's a complete system. And when you start, you get everybody here as your team. You get me to help coach you through it, as well as everybody else who's on the call. We help everybody do this. You're never doing it alone. And we can run through more of the products later on. There's a website called isoproduct.com and isogenixhealth.net, and all the science and all the ingredients on there. We'll be here for hours if we went through that stuff. Now, a great part of Isagenix is the accountability part. Not just having the groups on Facebook and all of us here, but there's also a chance to win prizes through from just getting shredded and getting into the best shape. So the IsoBody Challenge, it's totally voluntary. You don't have to do it, but it's the best way to stay accountable. It's 16 weeks, so 4 months, and it's just for completing it, you get a finishing pack, $200 worth of free product, and then the finalist is $3,000, and the grand prize is $10,000. So it's just a great way to stay on track. I'm up to I'll be doing my 4th IsoBody Challenge, and every time you finish it, you get $200. So it's like every time you do it, you might as well just do it for the free product. They also have an incredible and awesome and incredible Healthy Mind and Body program, which is 60 days, your own personal journal, which is a personal development tool to really help you step into the new identity and your ideal life. Because the challenge is, right, it's like right now we're all living in our comfort zone, and sometimes, most of the time I had many experiences where I was fearful of success and also fearful of failure, but usually we're fearful of our true potential. We're fearful of, what if we really did have that body? What if we really did attract that ideal partner? What if we really had that money in the bank account? What if, we didn't have the problems that we have today and we lived a life that was purely driven by what we wanted? It's quite scary for some people. So there's a Healthy Mind and Body program that helps you step into your power, if that makes sense. And we'll run through that another time. we're just going to play a quick video that talks about the community, and we have a couple more videos, and we're nearly done. So you guys enjoying so far? Give us a nod if you're enjoying it. Whoop. All right, cool.
All young people, no matter where they're from, race, colour, sex, height, whatever, we all deserve the same freedom that Isagenix can create and the Start Your Life movement can create for us.
I believe that at the core of who we are as human beings, we seek a couple of different core feelings, including the feeling of freedom, purpose, and I feel like Isagenix delivers that.
We are a generation of not wanting to do things the way our parents did and wanting to push the boundaries.
We now know and understand how many lives we can actually impact with our time and the money that we're earning with Isagenix. We can give back.
This community has been able to take all this passion and drive, not to wait around for 4 years, to go do something incredible.
To have a group of young people that is moving forward on a mission together to better this world and to go against the status quo of the 40-40-40 plan.
Here's a community of young people ages 18 to 35 who are passionate about living, passionate about being fulfilled.
Before Isagenix, I was burnt out. I was fried, unfulfilled, out of integrity with who I was, not liking who I was, not proud of who I was becoming.
I was overweight. I was tired all the time. I was in debt, living paycheck to paycheck every single week.
Before Isagenix, we woke up in a really tiny apartment. We always joke because we were living on love.
I was tired, and beyond that, I was just really lost, and I felt incomplete.
I was very unhappy, very unmotivated with life.
My life was in shambles. I was looking for mind, body, and spirit clarity, and I didn't have it.
I was introduced to Isagenix by my sister. She says, I just met these ladies and they're like 50 years old and they look like they're 30 and we're doing what they're doing.
My beautiful friend Rebecca got started on Isagenix. She was amazing enough to share it with me. She said, I have amazing energy, and I said, I want whatever you're doing. Like, that's what I want.
I've been on Isagenix products for 10 months and it has been absolutely amazing.
I feel like the Start Group is a place that allows people to create whatever it is that they feel like they deserve in their lives.
Start Group is just a subculture of this amazing company. It's authentic. These people have such high integrity.
It's a mindset of what we can accomplish when we all come together. When we come together, we can change the world, and that's exactly what Isagenix has allowed us to do, and that's what we're doing.
What we're falling in love with was helping somebody change their life.
Not only that, I am able to create an income and by sharing this with people. Like, you get paid to help people get better in their lives.
It's exciting to know that we're all the same age and we're all working together. We're all working for the same thing.
Because Start people were permission bearers. We're able to say, yes, you can do this too. You can be, do, and have everything that you want. And here's this massive community of people. They're going to hold you up and hold you accountable and see the greatness in you that your network might not see in you, and that's okay. But we're going to be a stand for you, even if you're not a stand for yourself.
This can help everyone. This can really help so many people. And I feel like I'm doing people a disservice by not sharing it with them.
You're going to be able to help so many people, and it's just the best feeling in the world.
It's awesome to be at home, to be a dad, to not miss out on, morning breakfast with my daughter, picking her up out of bed, coming home at lunchtime every day and having lunch with her.
We invite you to take ownership of your life.
And through contribution,
begin creating your freedom and your legacy.
Come, start your life.
So that's one of my favorite videos. I really like the fact that when Zach says at the end, his name's Zach as well, we're going to be a stand for you when you're not a stand for yourself. It's quite interesting. When I started coaching and doing health coaching, I didn't know what I was doing really. But what I found out really quickly was that most people's biggest challenge, like usually we know what to do. We know we have to eat healthy and not eat crappy food. We know we have to exercise and sleep and all that type of thing. But the thing is, we don't usually believe in ourselves enough to take action towards what it is that we want. And I really believe like who we spend time with is who we become. And there's a famous saying of like, we become the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. And when I first heard that and I wrote out the 5 people that I spend the most time with, I was like, whoa, like it probably wasn't even 5 people. And I was like, probably shouldn't be associating with these types of people. So as Isagenix, this community, I had to, it was like it was just something that really helped me find more like groundedness in myself, and also seeing other people succeed. And there's a system for it. It makes it so much easier. So with the business side of Isagenix, if that makes sense, it's really simple. You just share it with people who want to get healthy. And you don't have to share it. You can just use it for yourself. But if you do want to share it, there's a really simple system on how to do that. So I'm just going to quickly play a little video. It's like 2 minutes and explains the sharing.
Hey, what's happening, everyone? So you were introduced to Isagenix, and I'm guessing have had an amazing experience using the products. And now everyone is curious about your great results and what you're so excited about. Well, what's cool is that you can use that curiosity to possibly earn some money. Isagenix has a system in place to help get you started. It's called U+2, Them +2, and here's how it works. Join Isagenix, try the products, and if they work for you, the next part comes naturally. When you share your experience with 2 friends or family members and you help them choose the Isagenix products that can help them achieve their fitness or health goals, that's what we call U+2. And by completing U+2, you can earn some money when those friends buy Isagenix products. Then if those 2 friends share the products with 2 people they know, that's called Them +2. And you can earn some additional money when those people buy the products. If you share Isagenix products and complete U+2, Them +2 within your first 60 days of joining Isagenix, you can receive an additional bonus called the Crystal Manager Bonus and are now eligible to participate in our holiday bonus pool. The Isagenix compensation plan has been designed to pay you for introducing Isagenix products to people you care about and helping them purchase the products that fit their lifestyle. Through word-of-mouth marketing, you can earn a residual income. Visit isagenixbusiness.com and click on the Start Here button to learn more and access the tools already in place to help you towards your goals with Isagenix. To learn more about the business building opportunity with Isagenix, check out our compensation plan, the income disclaimer, and the earnings statement at isagenixbusiness.com for all the details.
So when I first started Isagenix, guys, I just wanted to do it for myself. I loved my job. I was getting paid to travel the country, making whole food and raw food smoothies for everybody. It was awesome. But because I believed in the product so much, I got such great results, I started to share it part-time. I've been able to create a full-time income with this company. And now, luckily, I've been able to do that because the company that I used to work for, traveling around doing the Whole Foods, they don't exist anymore. Like I've been made redundant, I guess. So, this isn't something, this is legit. And we've got a couple of stories to share as to some of the people who have been sharing Isagenix. First one is the lovely, there's the income disclaimer. And Claire. Claire, give it up for Claire.
Awesome. Yay. Okay. Hi, guys. My name's Claire. If I haven't met you yet, I'm actually from Canada. And that's a picture of, the night we went to, there's a big celebration by Isagenix, and it's in Brisbane. And I was actually traveling in Australia, and I just started with Isagenix. So that's how I met all these awesome people. So thanks for holding this space for me to share. And if it's all right, I'm going to just quickly share my story with you guys. So before Isagenix, I really felt stuck. I was serving at a restaurant, had done so since out of university, and I felt like there was no room for growth. I felt like there was nowhere I was really going. I hated getting up in the morning. Like I dreaded the day. I just knew I wanted more. And so my mom actually introduced me to Isagenix, and I've been using the products for 8 months, and I had an amazing product experience. And so then I kind of started thinking, what can this do for me? So as a result, I'm now waking up actually excited for the day. Like my business really took off actually while I was traveling. Like I was in Australia for 2 months, and that just blows my mind. That used to be a dream. Like, oh, I can work and travel at the same time. Like I can get paid while I'm traveling. And And so, you know, I've just returned home to Canada right now, and I love getting up in the morning. Like, it's early here, but I was like, no, like, I got to get on this call. Like, I'm very motivated and driven now. And honestly, guys, the community is huge. These guys are awesome. You know, none of us are actually financially connected, which is really cool, because I think that really shows what Isagenix is all about. It's really about that community and culture. And so, yeah, I'm just looking forward to so much more growth in business and with everyone else too, personally. So, yeah, thanks for letting me share.
Thanks, Claire. It's crazy. Like, Claire and I met a couple of months ago. She stayed at my house for like a week or so, went to Bali and then came back, and she's here building the business on the couch, you know, from her laptop. And you just, you know, it's just the beginning. So I'm so excited to see you in Vegas. Lucky last, this is someone who has truly made me who I am today, someone who kicks my butt and holds me accountable. And I just absolutely love her and adore her. She's like my sister. And literally without her being here, I wouldn't, you know, if we didn't meet, we met through acting class about 2 years ago. She started Isagenix, got great results, and she helped. We've been building this together. So if it wasn't for her kind of seeing what this could do, I might not be here. So I want to welcome Natalie.
Hey guys, thanks for the silent applause. No, it's awesome, and it's great to be on this webinar. Thank you for your kind words, Zach. So for those who don't know me, I'm Natalie, and Zach is correct. We met in acting class, and I solely jumped onto Isagenix for the health results. There's obviously vanity when it comes to acting. You're in front of a camera, and I really wanted to lose some weight, so I felt more comfortable. And then when I learned about the income opportunity, it kind of made sense to me, but I certainly didn't jump into the business. I jumped into the idea of helping my friends and family who had struggled so much for so long. And so quite naturally, I started to build this business. And then as I started to really see what it could do, and I started for the money and I stayed for the people, if that makes a bit more sense. Like, I really came into this thinking, wow, this will allow me an opportunity to live the life of my dreams. And then, although money is wonderful and I truly value it, I've really realized that the impact that you actually can have in someone's life by just offering this opportunity can be outstanding. Like similar things to things like with Sean. I'd never knew him previously, but it absolutely blows my mind, the friendship which started solely based on the being open to converse with others and things like that. So I think that this is such a wonderful thing, and whether or not it's a full-time thing, a part-time thing, or you're just in it to have great product experience, I think it's definitely something which everyone should have open eyes to, because it really will reward you in leaps and bounds that you'll never even realize until you're 6 months in and going, wow, how has my life changed? So thank you so much, Zach, because this really has been something that has transformed my life. Am I making multiple six figures yet? No. Will I? 100%. But it's also the freedom and the time and the values that this has given me, which is 10 to none.
Beautiful. Thank you, Natalie. All right, guys. So these are a few websites. If you want to quickly take a photo of this, startyourlife.com, the back office, ISA, FYI, ISA movie. The videos are at the bottom blocking it. But isaproduct.com and isagenixhealth.net. The other websites for the ingredients and the science. And any other questions, just let me know afterwards. There's also a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can get to set the intention for any health change, I believe, for 3 or 4 months. It takes 3 or 4 months for the blood in our body to refresh and be completely new. So if we're going to do something new, might as well give it 3 or 4 months to really stick at it. But look, if it's not for you in the first 30 days, send it back. You get all your money back, no questions asked. And you eat for free. Why not? But hey, you won't, and you'll love it, and it's going to transform every part of your life if you allow it. So the last question is, are you ready to redefine your normal? I love that. I wish I could say that in some like real dramatic, this summer, acts, whatever. So guys, thank you all so much for being here. This is every Thursday. So if you want to jump on next Thursday, we'll be here. And any other questions, let us know. But really think about tonight, the last hour. Thank you all again so much for being here. But secondly, like, what if what we're saying is the truth? You know what I mean? Like, what if this is really that thing, that product, the system, the company, the business, the community, all that type of thing that truly changes your life? Just what if? So thank you all for being here. We're going to stay on for another 15 minutes and hang out for a little bit. So thanks again. Talk to you soon.
Thank you so much, Zach. That was freaking amazing. You absolutely own this. So as Zach said, we are here every Thursday. We will have different stories, varying people, and the more you come back, the more accustomed you get to how we as a community operate, and you'll really get to know about all of the love and support that we give each other. Doesn't matter what part of the world you're in, as you can tell by the fact that you've got someone from Canada and someone in Chile. So, you know, you can do this from anywhere as long as you have internet. So, yeah, as Zach said, we are here every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time.
I've unmuted you all. Woo! Thanks, guys. Legends.